it. She told me it would take 10 minutes to break my heart. Oh no, she didn't. Fuck living, I'ma drown in my sorrow. Forgiving, I'ma take.
Hey you guys, it's your boy SJ K Dot, the first black Super Saiyan to ever arrive on this planet. I'm back here with another video. Yo, shouts out to my homie Superman Takeover for sending me this video. Well, he didn't send me the video. He sort of reminded me that I had to do this video. He didn't know that I was going to do this video because I saw this video the other day, and I saw this article. We're gonna talk about this article. I'm gonna go ahead and break it down the best way I can. We're going to read this together. We're going to check it out. We're going to see what's up. This is regarding Aquaman being a political movie in the early drafts of the script and everything. But we're going to go ahead and get into it, see what this is all about, see what this could have changed about this movie, blah, blah, blah. You guys know what's up. Yo boy K Dot, the first black Super Saiyan. Shouts out to my young Saiyan Kings and all my young Saiyan Queens who made it here for the new year. My New Year's resolution. Something very easy to do. Y'all know what I think about my people New Year's resolutions. Make it something doable, like I don't know. I'm gonna continue to wear shoes like I've been wearing for the past couple years. You know, something easy like that. People would be doing some unrealistic ones. I want 5 cars and I want a 12-car garage. What? No. Okay, no. Aquaman. Follow your boy on Twitter. Follow your boy on Instagram. Let's get into this article. I'll be back in a sec. Give your boy a second. Doses. Cinema Blend. An early draft of Aquaman was pretty political, according to James Wan. We're going to get into some pretty minor spoilers in this Aquaman piece, so if you haven't caught the flick yet, you have been warned. Y'all go see Aquaman. If you have not seen this film, get up out of here. I'm serious. They just said minor spoilers. If you have not seen this film, get out of here. It's not me being rude. I'm just saying get out of here and save yourself. Aquaman has a lot of interesting things you wouldn't necessarily have expected to see in a comic book movie, including ocean environmental concerns. No shit. Alright. The ocean environmental concerns was obvious. This is obvious. So, this was obvious. Involving trash and other human interactions, now director James Wan has wrote an early draft of the recently released DC film was also far more political than we got. Speaking about Orm and Atlantis in a recent interview, Wan said he's very nationalistic, and Atlantis has a wall around it. In an early draft, we went even further into that, but then I realized that it's a fine line of not making it too political. I feel like I can do that because it's a part of the story, it's part of the character, it's part of the world of Atlantis. Per the director, the movie was able to get political without the politics of Atlantis taking precedence over the quest-oriented journey that Aquaman and Mera are on. Yeah, in this film, they did bring up, they had like a customs and borders. They were showing animals handling transportation of huge cargoes and everything, kind of like what our 18-wheeler trucks do for us in our modern day. If you have seen Aquaman already, you know the wall does play an important role in Arthur Curry and Mera's escape after Aquaman challenges Orm. The Atlanteans keep challengers out through a complex wall system involving weapons that can take out foes, although it's unclear exactly how many foes would even dare challenge the Atlanteans. Orm in particular has a very political focus. He wants to become Ocean Master, but it's all in service of his bigger vision of how the world underwater and above water should work. According to LA Times, Aquaman's Patrick Wilson, who plays Orm, also touched on politics and how they do somewhat come into play in the final draft of the movie, noting that the comics and politics have always intertwined in some ways. He said, "Look, comics throughout the years from Stan Lee and from the beginning have always echoed social issues, political issues, environmental issues they always have. Many characters were created out of a desire to see change, so movies should do that too." I can see that, but it's it really depends for the character in the film. Trying to make your movie political depends. If it was a situation for in the comics where Aquaman was going through his political stuff because he is king, makes sense. And even Orm, they were kings. They were going through politics, which has to do with the government of these countries. Makes sense. Cool. If it's a film that has nothing to do with that, like a Superman story you can include politics, but Superman's story is not surrounded around politics. It's that kind of thing. James Wan ultimately wanted to make a fantasy movie and build a whole world with only slim connections to the world we know. He got to do that with Aquaman, and audiences are responding. At this time of this writing, the movie has made over $751 million worldwide, and it has only been out for a few short weekends. This movie gonna hit a bill. I say this movie's gonna hit a bill. Ultimately, it's hard to know exactly what's the first draft of the flick look like. But given Aquaman's success, whatever tweaks James Wan and company made seem to have worked out just fine. Jason Momoa on Aquaman, Just Lee in a new DC suit. Okay, let's go ahead and let's talk about this, because I'm going to go ahead and give y'all that real on it. Let me give y'all that real. Let me talk about how I feel about this. The politics, if they added the politics, if they wanted to, I would have had no issue. It depends how much, though. It depends how much politics you want to throw up in there. What kind of politics you want to throw up in here. That's the thing about it. What kind of politics do you really want to throw up in here? Because there'll be people that'll be all like, yo, we throw the border wall propaganda up in there. Like, okay, bro, nah, we good. The question is, what kind of politics were there? But see, I'm kind of okay with just this final draft of Aquaman just be a kind of like in a way, would you call this a heist film in a way? Not really. You would call this just an action adventure. Two people looking for an ancient artifact and using this ancient artifact to stop the end of days. I would see it as that. Not really a heist, but it's not really a heist at all. It's not a heist at all. That's how I would look at it. Action adventure of two people going to look for an artifact to stop the end of days. That's what I look at it as. I think this movie was fine just the way it was. If they were to put some politics up in here, I wouldn't be too thrown off by it, but I would want for them to focus on it less. Because you don't want to get a movie right. Let's say, for example, let's say Watchmen. Watchmen was perfect for politics, because the whole movie was surrounded around politics. World War the Vietnam War, Nixon, the superhero act to ban supers and vigilantes from walking around in suits and taking the law into their own hands, disrupting police investigations and shit, that kind of stuff. Aquaman, yeah, but for this film, this was his origin film. Aquaman, he just became king. Now, next movie, we can see some politics regarding Atlantis, like borders and customs and shit, letting people come in and out of Atlantis, that kind of shit. Not some crazy ass shit like, border wall propaganda. I want to see them dabble in some. I want to see how the economics work. Just a little taste of it, not a lot of it. I want to see the world be built further in Aquaman 2. Build the world even further. I wish they can go back to the Lost World. That world was beautiful. The Lost World in Aquaman, where he went to go get his trident from the I forgot what the name of the creature. It was a giant kraken looking thing. It was amazing, and Aquaman rode onto it. Whoosh! That was tight. That was a beautiful scene. It was beautiful. It looked beautiful. I want to see the world be built further, but I feel like we're not going back to that world, the Lost World, where they had all the dinosaurs. Even though I wish we spent a little more time. Like, let us look at there was a Brachiosaurus there. I was like, dang, y'all got a Megalodon up, bruh. Imagine if Aquaman came back with a Megalodon too, a Megalodon, and Predator X. That would have been tight. That would have been tight, yo. Came out with a Megalodon and a Kraken. Woo! But, you guys, this is kind of iffy. But it's up to you guys on how much politics you want in your movies. Certain movies need politics. Certain movies do not need politics. Aquaman could have had it. But I think for the first movie, don't focus on it too much. Because this is about building Aquaman. We don't want to get too deep. I think in the second movie, Aquaman's going to kind of take in what Orm was talking about and try to work out some things with the humans. Like, hey, instead of me trying to do this a violent way, Always do it the peaceful way. You guys keep on dumping trash into our seas. You're polluting it. You are hunting too much of our whales. You're killing too many of our fish. You're exceeding the amount. You're hunting more than what's needed. Or maybe you guys should just limit how much people you bring into this world, and us Atlanteans can do the same too. Compromises. Because you guys keep on having more children. You need to feed more children. Some children don't go fed. But we can make a proposition too. We may, let you, build some shit under the water. I don't fucking know. That's what Aquaman got to do. That's what James Bond and them got to do. I have some ideas that I can think of. I have some ideas, but I have to write that shit down. But look, you guys, that's just how I feel about it. Aquaman for the first movie shouldn't have been that political. I was okay with it. It probably would have helped out the story a little bit more, give a little bit more leverage. It would have gave us more dialogue from Orm. But in the second movie, when we see Orm come back in Black Manta, I hope to see some dialogue from Orm. Like when he's in cell. It's like when Loki in Thor Dark World was talking to Thor. I want to see that. I want to see Aquaman, walk into his cell, trying to talk to him, trying to change his mind about things, and then Orm just press him nah, dude, get out of here. I don't want to hear nothing from you. You half-breed. You half-breed. You turned my mother against me. She sides with you, half-breed. Get away from me. I want to see some shit like that. And at the end of the movie, Black Manta comes and breaks out Orm, and then they all go head up with each other. I don't know. But Black Manta, you need to act better this time around. I'm in this video. There's your boy K-Dot, the first Black Super Saiyan to ever arrive on this planet. Go spread that peace, love, and positivity. Doses.